Hey, so I don't know why I'm making this video, honestly, but really just want to get my thoughts out and, maybe someone can connect to this and offer some insight. Um, but I, uh, I just, I finished college, my bachelor's degree, and I don't feel, anything at all. Uh, and it's I don't know. It's kind of confusing. I really don't understand it. Um, I I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting to feel. But I didn't expect to feel like I said, nothing at all, zero, mute. It, so I don't know. I don't know. It's odd, and I don't know if I don't know. I guess I'm just curious if anyone else has felt this way, upon finishing their degree. Um, and I'm not exactly sure. I have some ideas maybe, um, of what could be the cause of that, but I don't know. The purpose of me going to school in the first place was to help me accomplish my career goal. Um, and I made the decision, or I figured out what I wanted to be when I, what I wanted to be. About like 4 years ago, I came to the realization that I truly love making big decisions and coaching and development. And I came to the realization that to that the job that would most align with that would be in the C-suite. And so I made the decision, like I said, about 4 years ago, that was what my career goal is going to be, is to retire out of the C-suite. I love the pressure of making big decisions, and I want to be able to coach and develop and lead other people to become the leaders that they want to be, or to help them accomplish the career goals that they have, as well. I've had managers in the past that have helped me with that, and I've truly come to enjoy that, and seeing someone's growth over time. I love that. So I came to the decision that the C-suite is where I want to be, by the time that I retire. And I broke that down and realized, okay, how do I get to that? What am I missing? And what I'm missing is education and experience. And, a lot of people will say that you don't need a college degree, to get to those types of positions. And you're absolutely correct. You don't need one, right? But the way that I saw it is a degree, the education side, is a way to earn the right to get certain job interviews and to get certain opportunities. And so I decided that I need to go to college. And to give you background, this isn't 4 years ago, I was not in high school. I am in my early 30s. And so I was in my late 20s when I decided, look, I need education and experience. And so that's when I decided that I was going to go to college. And so that was 2022, I decided. That's when I started my first semester. It was 2022. It is now 2025, and I'm done. My last assignment of my bachelor's program was graded, and I'm finished. And so my worth is not tied to this degree. I'm not like identifying by this degree, if that makes sense, right? It's not that my sense of self-worth was tied to finishing college, or that I felt, the pressures from society to get this degree, or that, I'm nothing without, or anything like that, right? My being is not this degree, and I didn't go into it expecting it to be. So that's not where this sense of emptiness is coming from, if that makes sense. And the degree was not, I didn't go into the program expecting, oh, once I get this degree, shit, people are gonna be knocking my door down, right? I didn't expect that at all. I went into this knowing that the only purpose of this degree is to help me earn the opportunity to get access to more spaces, more career opportunities. That's it. So, and I will say that that's been successful. Even just being in the program has opened up doors for me, because when I am in interviews, I tell the interviewer what my goal is and what I'm hoping to get out of this position. The position that I'm interviewing for, it's a very common interview question. Why do you want this job? Or why do you want to work here? It's a common question. And my answer was always this: look, my goal is to retire out of the C-suite. To get there, I need education and experience. I'm working on the education part. You can see on my resume, I'm set to graduate December of 2025. And I also need experience. So what I'm hoping to gain from this position is applicable experience to help me get to my goal. And just having that mindset and having the, receipts on my resume that shows, hey, I'm actually enrolled in school, and you can see my career growth, you can see my career path, this is what I'm aiming for. So basically, I'm able to speak to the goal, and I'm able to show through past actions and current actions that I am applying towards that goal. So even just the act of being on that path has opened up opportunities for me. So things are working as intended. My current, on the career side, like I said, I've been able to gain opportunities, and it's worked out, I would say, pretty well. I got a position in the corporate office and working in finance. I was promoted just a few months ago, and I'm put on a development path at work. So it's working over there on the career side. And then I just finished my degree. So I think things are doing what I wanted them to do, or what I was hoping that they would do. Additionally, I decided about a year and a half ago that, hey, like while I'm at it, I might as well pursue a master's degree. Just might as well do it. Like, it was really hard taking a 10-ish year break from school, like graduating high school and then deciding to go into college. That was hard. That 10-year gap was difficult to get back into the swing of learning, formal learning. And so I don't want to do that again. I don't want to take a break. If I take a break, I will never go back. So I decided, like I said, I'm going to pursue a master's degree. And about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, I got accepted into a master's program for a school that I wanted to go to, and I felt really proud of myself in that moment. that, you know, it's just kind of like affirmation that I'm doing things correctly. So I'm getting affirmations on the educational side. You know, my bachelor's degree, I graduating with honors. I'm at a 3.85. Let's round it up to a 3.9 just for feel goodsies. You know, I got all these like cords and all these medals and stuff. So I'm getting affirmations like, hey, you're doing the right thing, you know, educationally, career wise. But it's just doesn't feel like anything. And I don't know what it is, but I know what it's not. Like I said a second ago, my identity is not tied to other people's perception of my intelligence, right? So like getting the degree isn't me trying to get people's respect, if that makes sense, or get people's approval. I don't really care. That wasn't the intention of the degree. And the reason that I want the career path that I want is not for a monetary reward. I am not driven by money because, and I learned that probably about like 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago, actually, that the pursuit of salary does not make you happy at all. I found myself making the most money I've ever made and actually just being so miserable. And so I learned that that's not my motivator. Money is not my motivator. That's why I got out of sales. It's why I am doing what I'm doing now. It's not for, like I said, I'm not chasing salary. So I know that this feeling of emptiness is not because I haven't met like a monetary goal, or I haven't met like, or, you know what I mean? That this degree was supposed to like help me feel more confident or something. So I know that that's not what it is. So I'm trying to figure out what it could be that makes me feel that way, that's making me feel like nothing. Because here's the thing, is like, for example, when I was working out all the time, going to the gym all the time, whenever I would hit like personal milestones, whether it's a PR or I see progress or whatever it is, whatever it was, I would feel accomplished. I would feel good about it, and it motivated me to want to do more, right? But today I just feel like I just did the dishes. You know what I mean? Like that the degree was just something that I was kind of like supposed to do, and not necessarily something that was hard or, you know what I mean? That's not like actually an accomplishment. That's just like something I was supposed to do. So I don't know. I don't know if I have like some sort of wiring. Maybe I've been like programmed that, you know, a degree is just something you're supposed to do. And like, why did you wait this long? You know what I mean? And oh, good job, you're doing the bare minimum. I don't know if I've been programmed that way, or, you know, maybe it's because I'm going into this master's program in January. So I know like maybe my subconscious is like, yeah, like you did the first part, but now you still have this other stuff to do. So let's not, you know, relax. But there's this concept. It's called the arrival fallacy, and the arrival fallacy is this thinking that oh, once I blank blank blank, then I'll be happy. And so what I'm worried is that, or what I don't want to do is I don't want to say or have the mindset that, oh, hey, once I finish, you know, my master's degree, I'll feel real good about it. You know what I mean? I don't want to fall into that trap, because I feel like I will not only feel nothing, but I will feel worse than nothing, because there isn't anything after that. I'm not gonna go back and get a PhD. I have no desire to get a PhD. I have no desire to go back to college after I finish this. That is not in my plan. That's not, I don't want to do that. Mainly because I just don't see the benefit of going back. Not that I hate college, but just that I don't see the benefit. I don't see how that's going to help me. And so what I don't want to do is say, hey, look, once you finish this master's program, then, you're going to feel real good afterwards. I don't want to put a carrot at the end of this that doesn't exist, So that's what the arrival fallacy is that, hey, once I finish this degree, that's when the happiness will happen. But at the same time, it's like, what, is this normal? Is this what other people feel like when they finish? Which I understand, I kind of did it the wrong way, which is I waited 10 years to go to school, and I'm in my 30s graduating. Whereas what I was supposed to do is graduate high school and then go to college and be done by the time I'm 22. But I am curious, for those that did it the right way, if you also felt that way. If you also felt like, hey, I didn't really do anything. You know what I mean? Or did you feel like you really, really accomplished something and that you feel really proud of yourself and you're real happy? And then if so, if that's how you felt, then what happens once that high is gone? Did your, you know what I mean? Maybe. But yeah, it's just a really weird feeling. And I'm hoping to revisit this once I have finished my master's program. Or maybe once I hit some career milestone, I can revisit this and kind of compare and contrast, hey, is this just the way I am? Or is it just this one blip, this one accomplishment that's making me feel this way? So, I don't know. But I'm curious if anyone else feels like this too. Because it's just, I don't know. It's not a bad feeling. I'm not disappointed. I just didn't expect it to just be a void. Just a nothing burger, It's just weird. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't expect anyone to even watch this. I think this is just for me to look back on later and just compare. If so, future me, I hope that this is not chronic pain, and I hope that you're doing all right. But yeah, peace out.